Hello everyone, myself Gagan. I'm studying Computer Science Engineering in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. I'm here to explain about introduction of Kyle Microvision. Now, introduction to instructions of Kyle Microvision. Instructions. Instructions here they have used it to communicate with the microcontrollers, and Kyle Microvisions helps us to find the embedded system software development, and assembler detectives helps to understand the assembler derivatives in the low-level languages, and registers helps to get over the significance of programming languages. Overview of LPC 2148 architecture, pin configuration, and memory organization. In architecture, we learn about the architecture and features of LPC 2148, and in pin configuration, we explore the pin configuration of LPC 2148 and how it relates to the development process. In memory organization, we understand the way of LPC 2148's memory organized to the RAM, flash, EEPROM. Now, in assembly language basics, there are three types: commands, registers, and stack and heap. In commands, we learn about the different commands in assembly level languages and how they relate to the function of LPC 2148. In registers, we understand the role of different registers in assembly level language programs and when they use them. In stack and heap, get an overview of stack and heap memory. How can it be used to development process? Now, the writing code for the LPC 2148. There are three steps. In first step is code structure, second step is data type and variables, and last one is interrupts. Eh, In code structure, we understand the basic structure of LPC 2148 code and how to write the efficient program. Second one, the data type and variables. Learn about the different data types and variables in LPC 2148 and when they use them. Interrupts. Discover how the interrupts works in LPC 2148, and LPC 2148 improves the efficiency of user code. Now, the debugging techniques. There are three types of debugging techniques. First one is software debugging and hardware debugging and test strategies. In software debugging, explore the different software debugging techniques to identify and solve the errors in the code. In hardware debugging, to discover how to use the debugging tools and resolve the complex issues and the errors. Finally, the test strategies. Get an overview of test strategies by the best practicing to ensure the code is optimized or error free. Let us see how the code is run using Kyle Microvision. First, we have to open the Kyle Microvision software and create a new project by going to the project and new Microvision project. Next, create a new folder as a first project and save the project by the given name. Next step is search the ARM LPC 2148 processor by typing LPC 2148 in the search bar and click OK. Next, we have to open a new file, write a assembly level code, and we have to write a program to multiple numbers here in the code and save the code using the .s extension. Example, add.s, adding extension file to the group in the source group. Build the program by checking on the build button and represent by OX in the interface. Debug the program by checking the debug and select the start debugging session. Execute the instructions by one by observing the values of registers by storing the result. Here we have stored the result in R1, R2, R3 is R1 000100 and R2 is 000080 and R3 is 0001900, and later we have derived a code. In the code the syntax is area add code and readingly, and entry start and move first to the 400 and move second to the 3200 and add 3 and R2 and R2. Stop debugging session of the program and note down the outputs, and later the outputs will be executed in the process. Thank you and subscribe my YouTube channel.